What's good, YouTube? Christmas Team Innovation here, bringing you guys my how to beat the Star Seraph Shaddoll deck. So without further ado, let's begin. Starting off by saying, just like in the how to beat the Star Seraph Satellite Night deck, go over every card in extensive detail as best I can, tell you my ratios on them, and pretty much tell you what they're good for, how to properly use them. So without further ado, let's begin. If you enjoyed the video and you're a new viewer to the channel, please subscribe for more competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. Defusion, Shadow Prisoner Mirror, Royal Command, Forbidden Chalice, Travel Nightmare, and Chaos Trap Hole. Now, I know it's not a long, extensive list like how to beat the Star Satellite Night list was, but when you're dealing with Star Seraph Shaddolls, there is not really too much you can do. It's a light and dark based deck. I mean, anyone can easily say Shadow Mirror and Royal Command can instantly beat them, but you also have to worry about them hands when they just open up Wombo Combo Star Seraph. So, for simplicity purposes, tackle the Shaddolls in general, even if you're just worried about Shaddolls at all. Defusion, Shadow Mirror, Royal Command, completely wreck Shaddolls. If you have a bad matchup for Shaddolls in general, 2, 2, and 2 is my preference. You should not lose to them at all, especially if you open up a combination of these, unless they draw the outs like an MST or something like that. Defusion is good, getting rid of the fusions. The window is a big problem. It's chainable, been ran for a while. You guys already know what it does. This is pretty much your skill drain, and Royal Command is pretty much another version of skill drain, and it's really good. Nah, it's not good for mirror match. It's really good for decks dark decks like Evil Swarm and heroes that use Shadow Mist to side in that's not Shadow Prisoner Mirror, because I would love to side in Shadow Prisoner Mirror for the Shadow matchup, but I can't. So Royal Command is a really good card for us hero players, and as us Evil Swarm players. I'm not an Evil Swarm player, by the way. Now, Forbidden Chalice, Travel Nightmare, Chaos Trap Hole. These cards are versatile throughout the entire deck. It's good against both pure Shaddoll and Star Seraph Shaddoll variants. Forbidden Chalice is good for stopping the Scepter on the summon, negating his effect. Yeah, he gets boosted, but he won't Wombo Combo you off. It's also good against damage stepping, targeting the Shaddoll monster, negating its effects. So let's say if you're running dark, for playing heroes and you do have the room in your extra deck, your side deck, you attack with Dark Law. Your opponent has a Squigmata or a Dragon. You can damage step Chalice, boost their attack up, but it negates their effect, so your Dark Law won't die, and their monster leaves the field. A lot of people in the OCG was citing these at 3, and some of them were manning 2 to 3. Hell, they're manning it for 2 to 3 now for the Cyber Dragon Infinity stuff, but that's another deck for another day. But yeah, this is really good, especially for running Satellite Knights, and you scared against the Shadow deck, because honestly, you just damage step, attack it into your monster, negate it, and then Royal Command, of course. This also Travel Nightmare, really good. It hurts the construct plays. Yeah, pretty much just the construct plays and the possible XYZ plays they might make with their Star Seraph. And it's also really good against the Sovereignty plays, and especially on Sovereignty, negate effect, destroy them. And then last but not least, Chaos Trap Hole, really good for. The deck is light and dark based. This pretty much banishes any light and dark monster. So negating those summons, banishing a monster, slowing them down. Now, if I was to play ratios on these, like I said before, if I was just scared against a pure Shaddolls and I'm not worried about the Shaddolls Star Seraphs, 2, 2, and 2 is my preference. I mean, some of you people might think 2 of these and 2 of these is a little bit too much, but honestly, it doesn't hurt to have one or the other. Truthfully, you can just opt 3 of these and 1 of these, but it's all preference at the end of the day, and 2 to 3 of these. So yeah. Also, if you're scared against the Star Seraph Shaddoll version, Forbidden Chalice should be in there for sure. I'm liking Chaos Trap Hole for sure. Honestly, all 3 of these for both variants. Currently, for my hero deck, I'm just siding the Royal Commands and the Defusions because I'm main decking the Phoenix Chain. I do feel like Phoenix Chain is crucial for that matchup, but it's also a main deck card. But yeah, if I did have the room, I would make the Chalice because it's good against the Scepter and it's good against those damage step plays. If I was playing Necros and I'm going against the Shaddolls, definitely 3 Shadow Mirrors and 1 Royal Command, just because you want to make sure you open them up. If you're scared against the pure Shaddol variant, But if they're playing the shaddolls seraph variant, Chaos Trap Hole is good if you're playing Necros. I mean, most Necros people are already main decking 2 to 3 copies of Solemn Scolding, which is okay card, which is a really good card. But think about this: game 2 to 3, if you're playing against the seraph, shaddoll, whatever, and you think you have a bad matchup against it. Now, I don't play Necros, so I wouldn't know, but this is just trying to help you guys out. Taking out 3 of the Solemn Scoldings for 3 of these. The Scolding has a restriction, this doesn't. So if you put in 3 of these, anytime they try to summon a monster or do something, pay 2,000, banish it. I mean, it's good. Like, for people that didn't play in the double warning judgment format, stopping 2 summons when you're playing an OTK heavy deck is really good. Trust me on that one. And then, of course, this is good as a one-of. I'm loving Trap of Nightmares as a one-of. Versatility across the board, Construct, and Sovereignty is like, screw you guys. And then the XYZ plays as well. So, yeah. These are all pretty good. I mean, and every deck has their own personal ratio. Player preference to put all these together. Let's say if I would honestly say, when it comes down to these cards, 2 to 3 ofs, depending on what deck you're running. Like Necros, definitely 2 to 3 of my personal opinion, and some combination of one of these, which one you think would be better for you. And then of course Chalice, because it hits both of them elements across the board. Like, you really want to hit, since the deck is dual element, you really want to hit both of the elements across the board. So I think these are the most important out of all of these, due to the fact that it hits the light monsters in the deck and it hits the dark monsters in the deck. So with all that being said, this was how to beat the Star Seraph Shaddolls. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up to show your support. As always, comment down in the comment section below what you guys thought about this video on hand. And of course, I do these videos because I truly believe help you guys become better players. And I also do these videos because I truly believe you guys help me become a better player. This is Chris from Team Innovation, and I'm signing out. Peace.